lot to take in. Interdimensional breaches all over the world. An infection transforming people into the undead. Not exactly a great 2 weeks for any of us. Requiem had to react quickly. The same day I was personally requested to run field ops. I was ordered to assemble a short list of operatives. That's you guys. Here's what we know. 2 weeks ago, a KGB Spetsnaz unit known as Omega Group came here and reactivated its particle accelerator. Their actions caused the outbreak zones we're now seeing around the world. This place is ground zero. Why they did it and to what end, that's what we're gonna figure out. We lost 2 teams before learning about the site. Make their sacrifices count. Let's get some answers. Oh, one more thing. Don't be surprised if the other division leads contact you, introduce themselves. They're experts in their field, so show some respect and play nice.
Strike team, you there? Of course you are, sorry. I'm a bit new to all this. Hopefully you don't mind the less than formal approach. Should probably introduce myself. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Gray, Head of Unnatural Sciences, and, well, this is about as unnatural a Sunday as I can remember. I mean, normally about now I'd be sitting in my lab in Bristol having a good natter with Pip and Sam, the 2 McCorks I work with, over a nice cup of tea. Then, just bam, this whole thing happens. Next thing I know, I'm drafted by the bloody government to be the representative in this new organisation, Requiem. I mean, how could I pass that up? Sure, the name sounds a bit ominous, but think of the opportunity. The potential discoveries that await us in this new reality. There's a chance that I could end up changing the world. Yes, I know it seems like the proverbial dimension of death has opened right in our back garden, but there's real life to it. And that's including the infected undead. The untapped potential of this discovery, this Ethereum, it could provide us with the tools to grow, evolve even, as a people and a society. Imagine that. No more war. Or at the very least, less war. Put you out of a job though, wouldn't it? No offence, of course.
There are precious few things in the world more valuable than knowledge. And one of those is the ability to know how and when to utilize said knowledge. Do you know who said that? I did not think so. Dr. Vogel, the scientist in charge of Project N Station, said it to me some 40 years ago when I was employed at this very facility. I know you have your suspicions about me. I hear what your type says about me in the halls. Mein Gott, is that Dr. Oscar Strauss, former Nazi scientist? They put him in charge of energy research. It is so horrible. To this, I have 2 things to say. 1, I was never a fucking Nazi. I am and always have been a man of science, trying to survive in a nasty, despicable world. 2, I do not care if you have your suspicions. All I care is if you are able to follow your orders. This energy source, the Germans called it Exo-Element 1. I call it by its proper name, Ethereum. It has the potential to revolutionize the world in ways we cannot possibly comprehend. I will understand these crystals, and I will learn the how and when to utilize it. I hope, if nothing else, you can appreciate that. All I ask is that if you let me do my job, I will let you do yours. There's no need to be enemies. In fact, one day I hope we can work together, side by side. Perhaps we will even consider each other comrades. Just do not expect a warm hug when you return from your missions.
Strike team, do you read me? Finally, strong signal. I know the circumstances are less than ideal, but allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Major Mackenzie Carver. My friends call me Mac. You will am that Major Carver. Most likely all the stories you've heard are true. But that is in the past. I'm a firm believer in living in the now and preparing for the future. As you may well know, I head up Requiem's Containment and Security Division. It's a post I personally requested. Make no mistake, we are at war. This is chess, and the Soviets' Omega Group, they just moved their queen into position. They're the ones who opened these portals, and you bet your ass it's to get some sort of tactical advantage over us. This is an entirely new dimension we're dealing with. The technology it could potentially offer is unfathomable. We may have nukes, but what if your enemy uses an interdimensional weapon? Something we can't anticipate and counter. This is the new arms race, and we've already fallen behind. Now look, I got nothing against these eggheads and their scientific pursuits. I'm just here to make sure the DoD gets what's rightfully theirs. That includes Strauss and his Ethereum crystals. If we're to regain the advantage over our enemy, we need to act fast and make sure these science types don't keep anything from us. Don't let me down.